I'm sitting in the driver's license parking lot, and it is hopefully my last moment being a Kentucky resident. It's nerve-wracking. I don't know why, but it is.
I finally did it. I became a South Dakota resident. The process was exceptionally simple. So simple that I didn't really believe I was a resident until I received my driver's license and my new plate. So the first thing I did to celebrate this victory of mine was to explore the Black Hills National Forest. I bought a few souvenirs to show support of my new hometown, and I fell in love with the area. Located in the southwestern parts of South Dakota and the northeastern parts of Wyoming, the Black Hills National Forest has over 1.25 million acres of land managed by the Forest Service. Black Hills National Forest is home to craggy mountains, grassland prairies, and lush forests. Though the area was home to the indigenous people long before European settlers arrived, the area boomed in the 1870s. The South Dakota Gold Rush was much more profitable than the more commonly known California Gold Rush, and the Black Hills Gold is still sold locally as jewelry. Interestingly enough, the Black Hills aren't actually black. The illusion leads from a sudden shift from grassland prairie to the thick white spruce and ponderosa pine trees. After a week of triple-digit temperatures, I decided it was time to leave the beautiful area. I was actually sad by leaving. I really enjoyed the Black Hills, but I couldn't take the heat much longer. We drove down to Denver, and I stayed with my friend Renee for a few days before heading back into the mountains. A lot has happened in my personal life over the last few months, and while I try to share a true and honest picture of what it's like being on the road, there are some things that I do not share. I will be heading west to stay with my family for a little while. I wasn't planning to go until the holidays, but due to some unmentioned circumstances, I decided to head that way a little earlier. I am really looking forward to exploring more of the Sierra, going on hikes, and graduating the baby slope. I'm definitely going to do things differently this fall and winter than I have in the past. The dogs and I really enjoyed not being in triple-digit temperatures, but sadly, this is my last week in Colorado for a while. I will miss the incredible mountain sunsets and sunrises, and I will miss fall. But this is a chapter that's ready to close. I have a new chapter opening, in a place I used to live, but didn't explore as much as I'd liked.
Air down.
This is my last trail run in Colorado for a while. I can't remember the last time I left this state without a return date in mind, so it was a bittersweet moment. I met up with the ladies at the meetup spot in Idaho Falls, and we caravaned to the Devil's Canyon Trail, where we plan to camp, hang out, eat good food, and do a trail run. The trail started with some bumps and mud. It glided in and out of the aspens and pines before opening up to our campsite. We had a huge turnout this year, and we had vehicles of all shapes and sizes. Some stock, some heavily modded, but one thing we all had in common was our love for Toyotas and our will to empower other women. Gabrielle, the head ambassador for the Colorado chapter, arrived a few days early to ensure that we had a perfect campsite. The other ladies and I were so thankful that she took time out to scout and block off an area so that we all had room to camp together. I got involved with the Lady-Owned Toyotas group back in September of 2021. My friend Katrina, who you've seen in other videos, has a beautiful 4Runner, and it inspired my build.
There we go. Gotta get on camera if we're gonna die.
Being on the road full time has its lonely times, and when the Denver chapter opened their arms and welcomed me in, I felt a sense of community I hadn't felt since I lived in my house. After everyone set up, it started to thunderstorm. Jordan and I were posted up under my awning while the storm hit, and we started to question our sense of good judgment when lightning struck right in front of us. I attempted to ward off the lightning spirits by offering myself up as a sacrifice, but thankfully they didn't accept my offer. I blame the whiskey and ginger ale that Jordan whipped up for me earlier in the day. Eventually the storm passed, and we all exchanged a few laughs at how we all thought that was the end. I didn't film a lot that night because we were all freezing, wet, and having a good time. The next morning, we packed up, said goodbye to a few ladies that had to leave, and hit the trail. I was so impressed that we had a Tundra and a stock 4Runner in our crew, and both took the trail like a champ. There were a few dicey spots where we weren't sure the Tundra was going to fit, but thankfully everyone around was nice and helpful. I was second to caboose in front of Jordan, so I didn't get to see most of the other rigs in action, but thankfully I recruited a camera crew. Thanks to their countless steps that day, I was able to capture some of the other rigs hitting the trail. All in all, we had a wonderful time, and I'm thankful for this final trail run in Colorado.
This time you better drink your cup. You don't feel alive when everything's so still. And then you dare to complain, you just take your pill. Now we walk where we used to run. We forget how to play, we just sit in the sun. So shake down, hold up, burn the feeling, they never believe in it. Shake down, hold up, moving around until you hit the ground. You better shake down, hold up. You better shake down, hold up. You gotta shake down, hold up. You better shake down, hold up. We're on a wire until it breaks. We can't be thinking we ain't got what it takes. This time we better drink our cup. Don't got all day, we gotta hurry up. So shake down, hold up, better to feel it than never believe in it.
All right, I just said goodbye to my friends. I'm not gonna see you for so long. Anyway, it's good. I'll be back. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Isn't that what they say? Anyways, Jordan's up there ahead of this other car. And we said goodbye. It was sad. But hopefully I'll get to see her in September. We'll see. Fingers crossed I can make that work. I